Today we are discussing how to never lose your money again. See, most of us, through our years of work or businesses, have had access to a lot of money that we cannot account for today. In this discussion, I'm dealing with how to never lose your money again. It's not how much money you have that matters or how much money you earn that matters. It's how much of this money you are able to control so as to buy the future with. Certain things that you must do or you must never do if you don't want to lose your money again. How to never lose your money again. That's what we're discussing today. Number one, have a budget. It cannot be overemphasized. See, have a budget. Don't be an impulse spender. Have a budget. What is a budget? A budget is a financial plan or description of what you intend to do with the resources or the money that you get. See, have a budget, have a plan. What are you going to spend your money for or on? Number two, if you don't want to lose your money ever again, stick to the budget. Stick to the budget. Some people have budgets, but they don't stick to it. When they get money, they don't even remember they have a budget. If you don't want to lose money, first thing is before the money comes, you have a budget. And then when the money comes, you stick to the budget. Stick to the budget. It takes discipline. As a matter of fact, being wealthy is not for the man or woman who is not disciplined. In fact, you should not even have a dream to be rich if you're not a disciplined person. So you have a budget, you stick to the budget, you only do the things that are in that budget. Whatever is not in the budget, in the event you finish, you've met all your budget and there's still money, great. Push it aside for the future. See, stick to the budgets. Don't spend out of impulse. Don't be an emotional spender. Don't spend out of blackmail. Stick to your budget. Number three, if you don't want to ever lose your money again, number three thing you do, I haven't had a budget and you stick to the budget, learn to take vitamin N. Vitamin N simply means no. Learn to say no. Now, no to yourself and no to people. Learn to say no. For example, I have not planned to buy a shirt this month. And then somebody come and say, look, this shirt is it's trending, it's nice, this is cheap. Even if it's cheap, so long as it's not free, there's no plan for it this month. So what? The answer is no. So no, but you miss the opportunity you never find again. Let it go. Learn to say no first to yourself. Because you see, from time to time, your body, your cravings will want to go, especially if you're not used to this kind of life of working with budget. Your body will want to go against the new you. You see, and want you to do things that you have not planned to do. Learn to say no. And then also learn to say no to people. Of course, we'll discuss about black tax some other time. Where people have already planned. They've planned their life in such a way that their plan includes you sponsoring them. Where you have a relative that will always call you end of the month with all the problems they have. If you have not planned to help, say no. Somebody could say, but I see the money in your pocket. That you see money with me does not mean that the money is free to be given or to be spent. Learn to say no. And I know at times it's very hard, to say no to loved ones, especially when they want to blackmail you. But you see, when you become poor because of blackmail from maybe family members or friends, they will blame you for not being financially intelligent or financially disciplined. So if someone call you and say, look, I want us to do this, or I want you to give me this and that, if you haven't planned for it, say no, not this month, or not in the next 3 months. Does that mean you're wicked? No, you're not wicked. You're simply working with a plan. See, and it just happened not to fit into your plan. So learn to say no. Don't ever allow yourself to be blackmailed into spending money you have not planned to spend. It will come back in the long run to haunt you. Learn to say no. Number four thing you do, if you don't want to ever lose your money, is never invest. Invest in anything you don't understand. Never invest your money in anything you don't understand. That's the fastest way to lose your money. Somebody come and say, look, this thing is moving, that one is moving. Even if somebody make 200 million or 50 million or 10 million or 5,000, as long as you don't understand it fully, don't put your money in it. I know the greediness of a man's heart. Say, oh no, somebody made $20,000 in 1 month or in 2 weeks. and something tell you that, okay, you also have the person invested $5,000 and made $20,000. So something tell you, oh, you may also have 5,000, so let me do the same thing. No, if you don't understand the business, don't put your money in it, because that's one of the sure way to lose the money you've already worked hard to save. Don't invest in something you don't understand. Number 5 is very close to number 4. Number 5 is don't start a business because you have money. Don't go and start a business because you have money. And some people said, well, you never thought about it. Maybe you went to a seminar and they were teaching about business and all of those stuff. You say, I have money to start. So you just jump out, take the money, you're going to buy things to sell, or you're going to start a business. So you are not a business person. You are going to lose your money. This is one of the reasons why when people retire from work, they've worked all their life and they retire and get their benefits, like a pension fund. In almost 90% of the time, the people lose all the money if they go into business with that money. You know why? Because you're not a business person. Running a business requires a kind of mindset that an employee doesn't have. That you are a successful marketer as an employee doesn't mean you'll be a successful business person, because a business don't only have marketing departments. As a business person, you are running the entire organization. You are the marketer, you are the product developer, you are everything to the business. So it takes a certain level of thinking to start and run a successful business. So if your interest is to do business, then the first thing you should do is not to start the business because you have money, is to go for business education. Discover the area of interest, gather all the information you require and the emotion you need. You know why? Because in business, things don't always go the way you plan them. So you need some level of emotional preparation to do business. So don't ever, if you don't want to lose your money, don't start a business because you have money. So no, I got a bonus, or I got some extra money, so I'm going to do business. You're not a business person. You're not an entrepreneur. So maybe you are even close to retirement, or you just retired and a lot of money is coming to your hand. And you're thinking, when I retire, I'm going to do this business. Please, before you start any business, can you keep the money away and go back to learning? Go and study. Develop the emotional stability that a business person needs to succeed in business. So that when things doesn't go the way you want them to go, you don't lose your life. See, you don't move into depression. So don't start a business because you have money. That's the wrong thing to do. Number 6, which I think is also very important, is invest in knowledge. Invest in financial education. Invest in financial education. You see, you could have a degree in finances and not be financially educated. That's the funny thing about it all. You wonder, how can somebody who have a master in finance be broke? Does that make sense to you? It doesn't to me. You see, because you see, the school is not designed to make people rich. It's not to make you financially rich. That's why you could have a lecturer who teaches economics or teach finances be broke, living from paycheck to paycheck, yet he teaches finance. You see, so you invest in financial education, learning to know how money works. You see, how to get it, how to save it, how to multiply it, how to keep it for a long time. That's what I mean by financial education. There is how to get it. There's how to protect it, how to save it or store it. There's how to grow it. You see, there's how to project it into the future. All of those things you're going to learn in financial education. And you may not even need to go to school to do that. You can read books, you can listen to people who have gone ahead of you, who have succeeded in finances. Listen to their advice. See, someone said, and I quote, they say, success always leaves clues. So those who have done it always somehow leave clue as to how they've done it. So invest in financial education. Some people don't think education is important today. They don't think it's important. You think, well, I've been to school and education stopped with, when you graduated from school. Like what I'm doing now, you're listening to me right now. I'm giving you financial education. You see, you can subscribe to a channel like this that brings you financial information. As you listen to me now, if you take what I'm saying seriously, you have been educated. You've learned how not to lose your money. By number 1, having a budget. Stick to that budget. Because if you're not going to stick to the budget, it is as useless as you not having a budget at all. Stick to the budget. Learn to say no to yourself, no to others. Number 4, never invest in anything you don't understand. It may look tempting. You may even hear other people's testimony of success. If you are interested in that thing, the first thing you must do is to seek to understand that business, how it works. Like many of us lost money with cryptos and all this, stuff, because somebody shared testimony with us and we're excited about that testimony and we follow suit, not knowing that it's a bait, to rope in many people. So never invest in something you don't understand. And number 5, I say, don't start a business because you have cash, because you have money. See, you first have to become a business person before you do business. Don't say, well, I will start and I will learn on the job. If you are putting your money on the line, it's not the right thing to do, because you will lose the money while you learn on the job. And number 6, invest in financial education. You do these 6 things, you'll be sure to minimize how often you lose money, if not completely eradicate losses from your finances. All right, thank you. See you again in the next video.